So last time I was talking with you guys, I was telling you about some of the hazards we got up here. Well, they're not really hazards, just stuff you got to look out for. But yeah, we also have some annoyances, just stuff that annoys me. I mean, it shouldn't because it's just nature. But yeah, there's this screeching noise I used to hear all the time. Well, not all the time, but sometimes at night. Loud screeching noise. And one time I heard it during the day. So my dog's out on the deck and he heard it and he's looking at it and I couldn't see it. But then I followed my dog's eyes and, oh yeah, out there about 150 yards was a fox making this loud screeching noise at me and my dog. Well, pretty interesting. At least I figured out what it was. Yeah. Oh, scorpions. We also have scorpions up here. Don't see them much, but when I see them, they're pretty neat because they're blue. Pretty awesome. Used to have wild boar all the time up here. Have to retain my dog because she'd always want to chase them. You can smell them before you could see them, unless they were on the move, because then you can hear them. They trash everything. A few miles away down in the valley, they're ruining residential neighborhoods, trashing the lawns, and you can't shoot them because it's a residential neighborhood. But yeah, my dad tells me these life lessons, probably because he doesn't think I'll remember them, or I didn't learn them. Either way, he's probably right. Let's stay in the Bay Area here for a few, huh? Alrighty then. Talk about Wilson Keene Foster, nicknamed Bud. Ace Signal sportscaster, born in Seattle sometime around 1910. Can't find much information on Mr. Foster. I do know he went to the Pacific University in Oregon, and I know his dream was to be a big league third baseman, and would actually get a chance to achieve that dream when he got a tryout with the Seattle Rainiers in 1932. But didn't work out for Bud, and he would do what he was trained to do, announce. His first radio job was in Alaska in 1934. He was only 23 years old and was the youngest station manager in North America, and would end up managing 2 radio stations in Alaska. He built and operated KFAR in Fairbanks until World War II came along and his life would change, like so many at this time. He would be retained by NBC as a war correspondent between 1943 and 1945 and worked on several battle campaigns. He flew on bombing missions over Japan and was on the ground in Iwo Jima and would take shrapnel in his leg when a mine exploded during the invasion of Okinawa. Bud would return stateside late in 1945 and took a job broadcasting in Oakland, California. In 1946, Bud Foster became the play-by-play announcer for the Oakland Oaks on radio KLX and quickly became a fan favorite and would do their games for the next 10 years until the Oakland Oaks moved to Vancouver and became the Mounties. Bud Foster would go on to announce games for the San Francisco Seals, the 49ers, as well as the Cal Bears and Stanford Indians football and basketball games. He was the announcer for the Bob Hope Show and the Duffy Tavern Show. Who was the first play-by-play announcer for the Oakland Raiders in franchise history? Bud Foster. His final season calling games was 1978 for the Oakland A's, and in the booth with him, a new announcer named Curt Flood. Bud Foster was a Bay Area broadcaster for over 40 years. He passed away at the age of 73 years old. And yes, he has his own baseball cards. Or should I say, baseball announcer cards? I saw a 1946 Remar Bread card. That's his rookie card. That'll cost you $50 in an SGC3. He has a 1948 Signal gasoline card. That's in color. Pretty fancy photo. His hair's all slicked back, leaning into one of those old-time microphones. Very cool. So in season 1, I did a show on World War II combat sketch artist Howard Brody, who also served in the thick of battle. One guy was narrating the war around him as it was happening. The other guy was sketching it. Both war heroes in their own way.